Nepal is an independent country in southern Asia between the Tibet Autonomous Region of China and India. It contains 8 of the world's 10 highest peaks, including Mount Everest, the world's tallest on the border with Tibet Lumini and the birthplace of Gautama Buddha. The nation's altitude rise from less than 100-meter elevation in the tropical terrain. Nepal couldn't be called an easy country to visit, and it's not that cheap. There is magic in the air of Nepal along with population. Nepal has a strong and well-established tourist industry, so there are plenty of ways for tourists to get around. Today in this video, I will guide you with 7-night 8-day tour plan for Nepal along with flight details, train details, hotel cost, visa procedure, best season, food cost, COVID protocols, day-wise tour plan and entire cost breakup for the tour. So don't skip any part and watch till end. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon to get notification. You can reach Nepal from any part of the country. You can reach Nepal by train, bus, car or by air. By bus it will take 25 to 30 hours long journey depending on the location. Buses are available from Varanasi, Delhi, Siliguri, Darjeeling and Lucknow. I will mention this in detail in the description box. If you want to fly, Delhi to Kathmandu is the least expensive and least time consuming route. You will get flights from almost all major cities of India. By train, you have to reach Gorakhpur or Raxaul. By car also you can reach Kathmandu. You are required to pay a toll fee and transport permit at the border crossing. My opinion will be to go by train. It's economical and also time saving. Indian passport holders do not require a visa to travel Nepal. Indians are required to carry proper credential issued by the government of India. The Nepalese rupee is the national currency of Nepal. The most common symbol is NPR. 1 NPR is equal to 0.63 INR. You can get the currency exchange done in Nepal or from India. Meal prices of Nepal can vary. Based on the spending habits of travelers, cost for 3 meals would be around 500 rupees per person per day. You can try momo, bhakkar, bhatmas here. You will get a lot of budget hotel at Kathmandu and Pokhara. On an average, cost will be 1000 to 1500 rupees per night. I have mentioned few good hotels below in the description box. Now coming to the most important point, which is day-wise tour plan. Day 1. On arrival at Raxaul by train, hire a cab and it will take 3 hours to reach Chitwan. Cab cost will be 1200 rupees. It's a district of Nepal famous for the National Park of Chitwan. It's 78 km from Raxaul. Once you reach Chitwan, take some rest and by evening go for cultural show at Chitwan. It's a traditional dance program. Tharus are a typical people of Sauraha. This dance performed by those people. Entry fee is 150 rupees per person. Then back to hotel and overnight stay at Chitwan. Day 2. Early morning check out from hotel and go for jungle safari in Chitwan. During the trip, you will sit in the back of the open jeep to see the animals. The park is home to many endangered animals. Once done, get transferred to Pokhara. You can go there by cab or bus. Cheapest way is by bus. It will take 6 hours to reach Pokhara. Fare is only 600 rupees per person. It will be almost evening when you will reach. So just check into your hotel and overnight stay at Pokhara. Day 3. Day 3 is for local sightseeing of Pokhara. Hire a cab which will cost around 3000 to 4000 rupees for entire day. Start with Sarangkot. Here you can experience paragliding. It's a perfect place to visit at the time of sunrise. Then go to Phewa Lake. Here you can hire a boat and paddle at your own speed. Boat ride is 500 rupees. Then go to Begnas Lake. It's close to Fewa Lake. The amazing backdrop of the Himalayan ranges can melt the heart of any person. Entry fee is 65 rupees per person. Then go to Devi's Fall. It's an underground fall. It creates 500 feet tunnel underneath. Entry fee is 65 rupees per person. Then visit Sri Vindhyavasini temple located on a hilltop. The complex is small but sophisticated. Then go to Mahendra Cave. It's an impressive cave with different sculptures. Then go to Tal Barahi, a small serene temple of goddess Durga Devi. Entry fee is 65 rupees per person. Then go to Gupteshwar Mahadev Cave. Your tour of Pokhara will be incomplete if you don't visit this place. Entry fee is 20 rupees per person. Then go to Chamero Gufa, which is also known as Bat Cave. The cave is formed of limestone and has a single entrance and exit. Entry fee is 20 rupees per person. Then visit Matepani Gampa. The temple is located on a hilltop from where you can see the whole city. Then visit Seti River. The river is 60 to 80 meters deep. The river is also known as Wild Himalayan River. Then visit Pokhara Shanti Stupa. You have to climb 500 steps after you reach the stupa. Then back to hotel and overnight stay at Pokhara. Day 4. Early morning start for Kathmandu. It's almost 200 km which will take 9 to 10 hours by bus or taxi. Bus fare will be 600 rupees per person. Taxi fare will be 3,500 to 4,500 rupees. Kathmandu is the capital of Nepal. It's a place surrounded by valley and Himalayan mountains. Kathmandu is the 17th highest capital in the world. The city is standing at an elevation of 1400 meters from sea level. When you will reach Kathmandu, it will be almost night. On the way to Kathmandu, you can visit the Monokamna temple. Once you reach, check into your hotel and overnight stay at Kathmandu. Day 5. Early morning start for Kathmandu sightseeing. Hire a cab which will cost 3,000 to 4,000 rupees. Start with Buddha Stupa. It's one of the largest stupa in the world. It's 36 meter high stupa of Buddha which is massive and dominates the skyline. Then go to Sri Pashupatinath temple. It's a famous and sacred temple located in the bank of Bagmati river. Then visit Shambhunath Stupa. It's an ancient religious complex top of a hill in the valley. Then go to Kathmandu Darbar Square. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Within the inner complex, the site is of the old royal palaces. Then visit Pathan Darbar Square. This is also World Heritage Site in Kathmandu. Nepal is home to Vishweshwara Temple, one of the 3 architectural jewels of the square. Then visit Bodhani Kantha. The temple has become the site of Haribandhini Ekadashi Mela. Then go to Hanuman Dhoka Darbar. The complex is of structure with royal palaces of the Malla kings. Then visit Kopan Monastery. It's a Tibetan monastery outskirts of Kathmandu. Then visit National Museum of Nepal. The museum was initially named Chhauni Silkhana. Then go to Kumari Ghar. It's a place where royal Kumari is selected from among several Kumaris. Once done, back to hotel and overnight stay at Kathmandu. Day 6. Early morning start for Bhaktapur and the sunset in Nagarkot. It's a full day tour. It's an excursion of an open museum of Nepal and best sunset view of the Himalayas. You can explore the artistic pilgrimage site and ancient landmark of Bhaktapur and Kathmandu Valley. Bhaktapur Darbar is a UNESCO World Heritage Site which is surrounded by many shrines, Buddhist and Hindu deities. Once done with Bhaktapur excursion, move towards Nagarkot Hill by crossing the ethnic villages. The serenity of the houses, courtyard and farming pattern by using the biofertilizer are just amazing. You can have the mesmerizing view of the thick forest of Shivapuri National Park. Experience the beautiful sunset here. You can go to those places by public transport or by cab. If you go by cab, cost will be much higher, almost 4,000 to 5,000 rupees for the entire day. Then back to Kathmandu and overnight stay at Kathmandu. Day 7, back to Birganj from Kathmandu and overnight halt at Birganj. Day 8, Birganj to Raxaul and avail train to come back to India. This is how your entire trip will end here. Best time to visit Nepal and Kathmandu is between September to December. At this time of the year, you will find dry weather, clear skies and plenty of cultural events. Travelers should be carrying negative RT-PCR report 48 hours prior to departure from ICMR approved laboratory. In case you haven't performed that, rapid antigen test will be done at the airport. Arrival with COVID-19 vaccination certificate can be released from hotel quarantine after returning a negative COVID-19 result on day 1. There is lot more places and sightseeing in Nepal and Kathmandu. If you want, you can cover those places by extending the tour. I have mentioned the famous places which you should not miss. Casino is legal in Nepal for tourists, so if you want, you can enjoy this too. I have covered almost all details regarding the tour plan. If you want any other details or information, please drop a comment in the comment section. Hope this video is informative for you guys. We'll come back soon with next video. Stay safe, wear mask.